Hello and howdy, it's me, Ethan Bonreal, back at it again, giving you that gay shit you love. And this time around, we are playing more Blasphemous. So, I figured out what the hell I need to do. Last time we were here, I kind of flailed around and murdered myself a little bit. And that's, like, cute. It's a look for a little bit, but we need to move on with this game, so... Oh shit. My, move that I'm gonna be making this time around is making sure that we actually progress, so that is what I needed to do to get to the other side of this. It was trying to teach me that I can use the bells to solve puzzles, and that's very woke, right? There we go. And let me just see if there's anything I missed. Is there anything up here I can do or need to do? Question mark. There we go. And I've already been to the right, right? Yeah, that's where I came from. Okay, so we should be Gucci. In fact, even though it's gonna make me sad, because the enemies are gonna respawn, I'm going to save the game real quick. And get my HP back. Man, she just very promptly decides that she's not dead no more the second I do that. It's kind of funny. I'm curious if enemies have like an animation that shows you their respawnation or not. But anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. I'm doing just fine. Very cryptic. I can't break anything there. I am recording this about probably 5 days after my previous episode I recorded. I still haven't actually released my Blasphemous episodes, and again, it's because I'm working on saving up a good amount so I can release them during the week. I'm also still working on my discourse video. Since I started recording these, some stuff has been going on with Super Smash Bros. If you are unaware, a lot, well, I don't know if it's a lot, but a fair number of top players and personalities have been outed as being predators, and that's, I mean, it's good that they can't run their wretched games anymore, but it's unfortunate that these things even happen at all. And how I'm feeling right now about that is, I don't want to say numb, but I think I have enough experience, unfortunately, knowing how common sexual abuse is, that I wasn't really surprised by it, even though it is something awful. I've always been uncomfortable with parts of the culture that I guess I've participated in and observed. Well, not really participated in, but, like, I think a big thing that's always bothered me is that people are very comfortable drinking in public around minors, and it kind of creates a situation where it is very easy for minors to get their hands on alcohol. And a lot of these cases that are coming out have involved, basically, adults giving minors alcohol. Not all of them, but it definitely has not fucking helped. Oof, I almost missed. There we go. I'm assuming that makes this work. It does. We stand. And I think that is obviously inappropriate. That's something I'm usually pretty much a pretty big wet blanket of, and when I was doing stuff with the LGBT group, that's something I've always emphasized as being inappropriate. Is that it's really not okay at social functions to be giving minors alcohol in general for that reason. I think people can not really think about the ways in which minors are like vulnerable, and it's very hard for kids to protect themselves from adults if something goes wrong. And I think that people tend to try to think of younger teenagers, well, even older teenagers too, teenagers in general, as like tiny adults, when in practice they really can't fulfill that function. When I say that, what I mean is kids aren't really allowed to protect themselves from adults. Kids aren't really allowed to self-advocate, and they are really dependent on the adults in their lives to protect them. Entirely because, again, kids don't always really have the legal right to protect themselves. How do I, maybe I need to wait for this bell to be... I think I got it, yeah, there we go. The legal right to protect themselves. I was talking about it on stream the other day, too. In regards to being LGBT in general, like how I did something, lowered that chain. I guess I'll check that out in a little bit. How when you're gay and you have like homophobic adults in your life, you really don't have the ability to protect yourself from them because children aren't really allowed to self-advocate on their own behalf. They're just kind of supposed to defer to adult authority. Okay. Ah, man. Alright, let me try doing this again, question mark. Question mark? I should be able to do this. I think the example I gave is that when you are growing up, right, and you're dealing with, like, let's say a homophobic teacher or, like, authority figure in your life, if they're saying things that are homophobic, you're not really allowed to defend yourself against it. Even when it would be in your best interest, or, like, that's a form of, like, outright oppression you're experiencing. So, in particular, like, a lot of authority figures, like... Let me try this again. Okay, this looks like it matches up pretty well. Or does it? Almost. There we go. That wasn't too hard. Oh, I got another knot for my rosary. Can I use this already? Question mark. Also, my glasses have a smudge on it, my bad. 1 second. I can. My way... Oh, wait, no. I can't. I think I need to do something with these rosary... things that I have. I don't remember what I do to actually, like, fucking use them. Oh, well. But anyway, like, if you have an adult that's being homophobic to you, like, you just kind of have to listen to them, right? Like, you can't defend yourself. I've definitely had situations where I've had teachers or authority figures in my life being, you know, flat out either homophobic or racist, and I'm not allowed to say anything back to them. Or I'm not supposed to. Luckily, you know, my parents are black, and they kind of understand that, like, adults will sometimes use the power they have over children to basically bully them in regards to them being racist. But in general, society does not hold that viewpoint, and not everyone really has kind of like that viewpoint to begin with, so it's very unfortunate. But the whole reason I bring this up in regards to Smash is that's just an example, right? Like, it's hard for kids to be in a situation where they can say no to someone that's fucking older than them, even if they're not their literal parent. And so you have to kind of provide a little bit of extra care and keep that in mind. The thing is people really struggle with thinking of people as having, like, lived situations that stop them from being in complete control over their entire life. What I mean by that, right, is that it is hard for people to think that this person is not able to, like, protect themselves the way that I am. Fuck! Shit. And that's very frustrating. And you know what? I'll give another example of that. Like, there was this thread on Ask Gay Bros a long time ago where someone was kind of talking about their difficulty like, finding a barbershop, right? And I knew immediately from how that person was talking that they were black and they were having issues finding, like, a black barbershop that wasn't homophobic. And their issue was that how do I, like, deal with, like, my barber not prying into my personal life, etc., etc. Which is, like, if you've been to a black barbershop, that's just kind of, like, an accepted part of the culture there. You basically gossip and get into people's business, and that's just kind of how it is. And the other people who were on there were being, like, just really dismissive of this person and not understanding, like, what the issue was. And it's because they didn't understand that that person did not live in, like, the same situation that they did. Ugh. Take a slurp of this. I'm kind of going all over the place with this, but much like people didn't know that someone might have a different lived experience in them in regards to the fucking barbershop, people have trouble understanding that kids might not be able to defend themselves the same way they are as adults, despite the fact that like, these people were also themselves once fucking children, which is very irritating. I think it's actually also because people just don't want to be accountable in that way. They just basically want to shift the risks back onto the people who are in danger. I think it's just a very sad thing, because it's like a sign of the way that people are alienated from one another. Where they basically kind of want to make anything that happens that affects someone like their specific problem, rather than like an issue with how we do things as a society or a community. Ah, shit. I killed myself. I'm like really triggered. The controls on this aren't as tight as I want them to be. I thought I was going to, like, do that input and I was instantly going to plunge down on that platform, but that ended up not happening. Oof, almost hurt my own feelings. nerds. That being said, I kind of was talking about that as to why people don't, like, do anything about it. Like, they tend to put the burden on the person who's having something wrong done to them, and they see no reason why these literal children kind of need someone else or the community to look out for them. Like, it's basically like, well, you should just look out for yourself, basically. And it's all because they kind of refuse to engage with how power works. You know, like, that they can't. They literally can't in all situations. And that it's harder for them. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Okay. Like, the controls on this are a little more slippery than I want them to be. Oof. It might actually be that I'm using a controller, too. Like, quite literally, I might just, be getting a little bit of delay built into here, but it's whatever. It's fine. Let's see, I've been recording for like 16 minutes. We'll give this area another try, and then if I die, then... Oh shit, I did that to myself. Man, these boomerang dudes are super fucking annoying. Fuck. Oof. That fucking smooth-ass combo. I'm schmoovin' a little bit. But yeah, that's really my musing on that, is that we kind of have to change how we think to even be, able to really, like, want to help other people. Because that's really, that's like really what wigs me out, right? Is that people are just like, well, I shouldn't fucking have to help anyone or, like, protect kids. It's not my fucking job, but it's like... I don't know, it's just like very basic human decency. It's very wiggy to me. Very, very wiggy. Oh, I already did this room. Let me take another hit of this holy juice. Ooh. Someone should make a skin of this game where you're playing as a leather queen and you're just taking like popper hits instead of breaking holy ointment on your forehead. I really want to kill this thing before I start doing this jumping shit. Oof. It was very nice of them to put this platform here for me to chill out for a little bit. Oof. Oof. Okay, I was a little nervous there. A flying baby. We need to get that. Also, where am I? I'm kind of in the area parallel to where that dude is, who I wanted to, like, help out, so I need to... I'm out of fucking fervor. So I need to keep my eyes peeled here. There we go. Let's go. Is this where I need to... Oh. This is back, near where the baby shrine is. Maybe I should save. Wouldn't that make me happy? Oh shit, this goes down pretty far. Oof! Man, I fucking hate these things. They can attack from so far. Yeah, I'm a save real quick, and then we'll start the next part. And I'll probably talk about something else, I guess. I feel like I was a little rambly here. I think I have something lined up that I kind of want to talk about. Alright. In the meantime, I'm Ethan Bonreal, and I'm Ethan Bon out of here. I'll be back to record another video in just a second, so I'll see y'all. Bye.